2020 has been a rough year for all of us, and every year I usually do this video to say what I'm thankful for within the year. And I think this year, more than ever before, a lot of things that you take for granted, you realize how thankful you are to actually have them in your life. So this year, I think I'm going to be a little probably more sentimental for it because 2020 has just been a rough year for all of us. We've all kind of been living the same life to a certain extent where, between the quarantine, the lockdown, the mask wearing, the overall fear of getting sick, there's, I think for me, a lot to be thankful for that I never really took into perspective before. So the first thing I want to say is I want to, first off, kind of say I'm thankful for being able to have a job during this whole time. A lot of people, a lot of businesses have had to close. A lot of people lost their jobs. They got furloughed, laid off. And some businesses, unfortunately, aren't reopening when this is all over because of just the toll it took on them economically. And I am thankful that I wasn't truly affected by that, and I was able to somewhat live a still stable life. I'm thankful for everyone who, within this year, old friends, new friends, that have reached out to me, the bonds I've been able to make this year, the connections I've been able to make, and getting to know other people as we're all sitting here on basically the same level of angst, anxiety, and life at this point, where I became friends with people that I never thought I would ever have any type of relationship with because of how just our social circles were so different. I've reconnected with so many friends from high school that I never thought I would reconnect with just based on the way life was given us. And I'm definitely thankful in that aspect that, I've been able to talk to people this year just based on circumstance that, would have never probably came into my life had 2020 not been the way it was. I want to be thankful, of course, for my family, my nieces, my nephews, my moms, my dad, and semi my sister. Her and I have an easy relationship, but that's siblings for you. Because family life this year for me, I never got into it. It was a little rocky at points. We're not fully going to get into it, but right now things are stable again, and I'm thankful that things became stable right around the holidays. I had a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress in the last couple months, wondering how things were going to go this year because of everything. And I'm happy now that things are kind of coming back together. Things are kind of nice again and sane, and I'm not going as crazy because of it. I'm thankful for being able to actually go up visit my grandparents often this year. I saw them maybe once or twice over the summer, and it was so nice to just sit with them, especially during this time. You get the knowledge from the older generation of just, it's a different perspective, I think, when you sit and you talk to your older relatives and, you get to hear their story, you get to hear their life one-on-one and not even at a family party, just sitting there, just understanding and hearing and learning so many things about the family you never really knew. And I am very thankful for that, just to kind of understand it a little bit more. I mean, there's always things that are stories that I feel like are never told, good or bad. And I think when you learn more about things within your own life or the things that surround you because it's your life, you can sort of start making ends to things and, putting closings on chapters and just understanding more or less how, I guess, things in your life actually are and how they piece together so you can understand a little bit better. I'm thankful for just overall not getting sick this year. I mean, I had a cold at one point. I thought I was sick in the beginning of the year. I was having those deep breathing things, as I mentioned in the earlier videos, which that's really kind of subsided. I think it was more or less just exhaustion, being beat up at the time, being in the gym so much, probably driving my body into a cardio frenzy of not being as active prior, so probably really didn't know what to do. I'm thankful, too, for little nagging injuries I'm kind of getting under control between my back, because I'm a lot lazier than I used to be, so I sit a lot now. My shoulder blade was iffy going into this year from an injury at the gym, which that's still kind of hurting a little bit, but it's all right. I'm thankful that all of my friends and the majority of my family have been safe during this time, have been healthy during this time. I did have some family members that passed away this year. I did have some family members that caught corona this year. But luckily enough, they're all good aside from the ones that passed away naturally. But I want to just be thankful for being able to get through this year, because this year I think was a testament to all of us, and I want to be thankful for all my viewers here on YouTube, all my viewers on Twitch who have been there supporting me during this time. And I hope, just as a whole, I've been able to kind of take you away from it all, and ease you during this time, and like you can come to my channel and just relax and feel chill. And just overall, there's a lot of things just to be thankful for. Like I said, from friendships to family, to being able to have and continue the life I was kind of living, as well as fixing it in a lot of aspects during this time. Because being alone with myself for the last 8 months has been very much an eye-opener, I think, because you've been, at least for me, I was someone who I always, whatever was bothering me, whatever was going on, I kind of like threw that energy onto the people I was in conversation with. So being by myself for the last 8 months, all I've had really is myself to figure things out. And that's been an eye-opener in a lot of ways for a lot of things. And this year I learned how to video edit. I went back to my music for a little bit. I started the Twitch channel. I started working on getting full-on healthy again, dropping weight. Dyed my hair. That's kind of a thankful thing. Shout out to my friend Sam who did that for me. Because I needed change at one point, like I needed something to kind of almost wash away the stench of 2020. On a less political note, I'm thankful for the future of America. That's going to be on and off with some of you guys, but that's my personal view. And I'm thankful that, that I'm still here. I'm thankful that, my depression and anxiety did act up a lot during this. I was having panic attacks. I didn't know what they were at first. I am thankful I didn't catch COVID, or at least to my knowledge, if I did, it wasn't awful. I might have been a bit of an asymptomatic person if I did, but I don't think I did because I didn't really leave the house. That's just how much of a hermit I became. I'm thankful that the world slowly is kind of coming back to normal. I mean, this year, like I said, I think was a test for all of us to see how we would overcome. And I'm thankful for just everything I've been blessed with this year, even just stability. I think, to be blessed with stability, or to be thankful for stability, is something I think a lot of people take as an understatement, because some people have rougher lives than others, and a lot of people, I think, have the perspective of, if it's not happening to me, it must not be that important. And I think that's just really the wrong way to look at it. I've always been someone who I will pick someone up when they're on the ground, and we're going to walk together and get through this together. And I think, it's the small things, the small goals this year that I'm really, really thankful for, I want to say, because, God forbid anything happen really close to home this year for me. And certain things did, but they're better now. This would have been a make or break year for me, because I'm semi an emotional person at points. I'm a very wear my pride on my shoulder type of person, and there's been so many almost breaking points I had this year where I just felt like I was losing myself. And I'm really thankful now that I'm kind of like mellow again, and like me again, and like figuring stuff out normally again. And it's been a journey for that, and it's all because I think this year, like I said, gave me more time to sit with myself, to understand myself, and understand why I do certain things that I do, good and bad, that you never just took almost like acknowledgement of, because they're just things you do out of habit, and I never really sat and think of, why did I start doing things like that? Why do I do this? Why do I put my left sock on before my right? I started really thinking and over analyzing a lot of things I did, even if it didn't matter. Like, hey, why am I a lefty? Can I cut a knife or cut with a knife on my right hand? Can I throw a ball with my left hand? Like, certain things I knew already, but excuse me, it was more or less why. It was a lot of psychoanalyzing, I think it was, that I had to go through. And I think that might have been what was causing my panic attacks at points. Um, but yeah, we're not going to get all into that right now. Like I said, I want to be thankful for those certain things this year: my family, my friends, my new friends, the people that have come into my life that have been such great influences, the projects I've been able to undertake. Um, and it's I'm someone who I always look for the positive in every negative situation, and this year's been rough. This year's definitely been rough for all of us. And I want to just say, guys, definitely be thankful for the small things that you still have that some people might have lost this year: jobs, family members. And I just want to, send my love out to everyone watching this, everyone who's supported me, everyone who's been there for me. Thanksgiving is definitely a day for me where I truly sit and reflect on how grateful I am for the life I have, for the lessons I've been taught over time and the struggles I've had to overcome. Because certain things, man, I could have made one different decision, my life would have been totally different right now for the worse. And I think 2020, more than ever, is the year where we should really just look back and really be feeling blessed for all that we still have. I want to definitely thank everyone, like I said, who watches this. I want to thank all my normal people. And I just want to, say hopefully 2021 is a lot better. Hopefully we get through this, and hopefully we all come through stronger and better. Bless you all, guys. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy it whichever way you have to this year. Hopefully next year we can have all the family back together. And just stay safe out there, guys. Have a good one. See you. Bye.